We are now going to identify what ratios are, what rates are, and what proportions are. And we're going to start with a ratio. A ratio is simply two measured quantities of the same units. So, for instance, a ratio could be expressed as something like 4x over 7y, and it's unitless because it's the same units. We could be talking about 4 grams of sugar divided by 4 grams or 3 grams of flour. It should be a really weird mix, but the idea is the grams, the units, would divide out and would just leave us, we have 4/3 sugar to flour. That's a ratio. A rate is similar. It's two measured quantities, but instead of having the same units, it's of different units. A classic example of a rate would be dollars per gallon that you spend to fill up your gas tank. Or, more commonly, if we go 372 miles in 6 hours, then we say that we had a speed of 62 miles per hour. So if I have to keep track of the miles per hour or the feet per second, that means I'm dealing with a rate. The last one that we want to talk about is a proportion. And a proportion is simply two rates or ratios set equal to each other. And we always have something like A over B equals C over D. And if we have this, then we're dealing with proportion. But an important fact to remember about a proportion is what's on top has to be the same units, and what's on bottom has to be the same units. If they are, then we've got a proportion. So a rate, again, is simply a comparison of two things of the same units, or different units. A ratio is a comparison of two things of the same units. And proportion is when we set one rate equal to another rate, or one ratio equal to another ratio, so that their units match. Or in the case of ratios, so that there are no units.